Borderlands. Borderlands flops hard at the box office, only making $8.8 million. Now, with that being said, this is not something that should come as a surprise to anybody. It shouldn't come as a massive surprise. This is coming from Variety. Variety is the source for today. So, let's read this article here. Coming from Variety, they are saying that Lionsgate, this weekend's other new release, Lionsgate video adaptation of Borderlands with Cate Blanchett, misfired with $8.8 million from 3,125 theaters to start. It landed in 4th place behind Twisters, which added $15.4 million with 3,664 locations in its 4th outing. In its 4th week outing. That's insane. Borderlands fared far worse at the overseas box office, only making $7.7 million, bringing its global total to an embarrassing $16.5 million. Although nearly 60% of production's costs for Borderlands were covered by international pre-sales, according to the studio sources. It's still a disastrous result for the film, and one that far behind already pre-release expectations. Borderlands carries a production budget of roughly $115 million, as well as the marketing and distribution costs of $30 million, with a 10% score on Rotten Tomatoes. This is awful, and a D+ on CinemaScore. Borderlands is one of the worst reviewed films of the year. Eli Roth directed the movie, which follows Lilith, an infamous outlaw with a mysterious past who reluctantly returns home to her planet of Pandora and forms an unexpected alliance to find the missing daughter of Atlas. The starry cast includes Jack Black, Edgar Ramirez, Ariana Greenblatt, Jamie Lee Curtis, and, of course, Kevin Hart. So that is coming from Variety. This is an awful result for Borderlands. I am not shocked it did all that poorly at the box office because you got no marketing for it. They should have gotten a big marketing push. However, they knew the movie they had. When you don't market your film, you know your movie's bad. You know when the review embargo lifts the day before or the day of the movie coming out, you know you got a bad film. It's in the movie verse sphere that everybody knows that when you don't release reviews at least a couple days beforehand, unless you're really confident in it, like say a Transformers, you can do a 2-month early screening at Paramount Pictures. Those came out a couple days beforehand. Avengers Endgame, those came out a couple days beforehand. Borderlands flops because you had no marketing, the reviews were terrible, and I'm sorry, the fan base isn't all that big. And the movie had a very awful production schedule. It was in development hell for so much time. It took 9 years to get this film made and in theaters, just like The Flash. If not, The Flash might have took longer. The Flash was announced. You had the whole entire 9-season series come out, and the series finale came out before the Flash movie did. That's saying something. Borderlands is a massive flop, and I don't see this making $70-80 million. It's definitely not going to crack $100 million. This is going to take a 50% drop, maybe even a 60-70% drop at the next weekend's box office, and that is just awful. Let me know your thoughts on Borderlands. I will see this when it comes out to rental, maybe on like a streaming service, or I might just rent the thing for $5.99 when the Blu-ray comes out. Let me know your thoughts down below on Borderlands. Did you see it? What do you think about it? Are you surprised that it flopped? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.